I don't fault Ghalca at all because they were clear with the rules.
They stated the rules.
But you know my problem?
No.
My problem is how did
The
these
clubs
clubs accepted this? How do you call it? Boarding house school rules.
But when they are playing the same league with this
managers,
managers, Caribbean people cannot win the league.
It's okay. We are not talking about
They can drink my coffee.
I sent United a personal message. Manchester United, I sent them a personal message saying, there is a certain coach in Zanzibar. All coaching a Sudanese team. Ewa Chan. Oye Ghana ni efenu. James Akwesi Apia. Say I defeat sleep and I wake up and mention the girl name. I defeat go the seaside that day there. Then the sea breeze can enter, they can chew the sun. But you see, every man must experience booking.
Oh really?
What? Was it an away go? Wait. Now let's go.
What?
So what's up with you? Welcome to another interesting episode of the One Top Podcast. My name is Josiah. What a cracking weekend we had as far as, sports is concerned. So from the local scene all the way to the foreign scene, quite a number of talking points, quite a number, of incidents making the headlines. Because locally at the University of Ghana Stadium, the Ghalca Top 4 came to a climax. But then there's a huge question mark that has left fans of especially Accra Hearts of Oak in doubt because they are asking questions about a certain rule that was inserted later on in the competition that saw Hearts of Oak, despite winning 2 games and drawing 1, failing to win the competition. Not just that, we'll be zooming straight to Europe as well in the English Premier League, Manchester United. And, someone was singing the song, there is no change in value. The value is the same. See, I've not invited you, but it's already singing. Because Manchester United drew at Craven Cottage against Fulham, and that means that they've not really taken a step forward. They rather took a little step backwards. So we'll be talking about them, and then also some of the games that happened in the English Premier League. But then, first of all, before let me introduce these guys to you. One is sipping hot coffee, and he's telling me that you can't take coffee and bread, which I don't understand because from where I come from, our coffee, everything goes with bread. And I have another who is quite quiet because he hasn't had his normal, afternoon fufu. So he's a bit slow, he's moody, he's emotional. But then let me introduce to you my suspect, Felix Romac, and then also Nana Edu over here. Joining me on the One Top Podcast, like I said, my name is Josiah. Let's always hear your views. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, ding dong, and let's hear what you have to tell us each and every time. And then also the FPL is ongoing. Today we'll be talking a bit about it. But let me start off with you. First, how's your weekend?
Charlie, my weekend didn't go well.
FPL,
you know what happened?
I get it.
I had Cole Palmer as captain.
Oh, Charlie.
I saw your mom warming up, and then injury. But then again, I think Joao Pedro gave me.
You had Gyökeres.
No, I have Joao Pedro, and he gave me 15 points.
Yeah.
Chris Wood, and then Mateta.
Mateta
had 2 points. 2. So, and then Pickford saved a penalty. Nice
yeah,
one.
I think 15 points or so.
Yeah, 15. So, 15. Yes, and then Declan Rice had an assist.
Okay.
Yeah,
so total points?
Also, total 49, but I still have Witz, and then Mo Salah who are still in mine.
Charlie, this guy no be heavy like that. I think FPL, this guy be heavy.
Yeah,
I think this guy
Witz and Mo Salah.
But who was the captain for the week? It's Mo Salah.
It was Cole Palmer.
But who's the vice captain? Because he's
the vice captain. But I think Joao Pedro. If Joao Pedro was my vice captain, so I'm sure after.
No, but you need to check who is the vice captain. Who has the
Joao
vice?
Pedro.
So he's doubling your. Also 15 more points for you. Yes.
So that's what I'm.
You didn't go for Timber.
No.
But you saw the team. The guy who triple captain during Timber.
I think
during Timber.
Yeah,
triple captain. He ended up with 72 points.
I think in total I had 152.
Charlie, no,
That's
is
crazy.
But you ask yourself, how do you wake up one day and say I'm going to triple captain during Timber?
Charlie, this is
let
crazy.
me come to you, Nanedu. Charlie, how was the weekend?
It was okay.
It was great.
Yeah, fine.
Now odds no, come on. Oh. Because this week, Charlie, I've been on the internet, I've been on social media, and Charlie, the kind of words very, very, I don't know, curses being raided upon certain teams. Atletico Madrid is one. I don't know what they did. Atlanta. I don't know what they did. AC Milan, I don't know what they did. Charlie,
Man United.
One
Atletico Madrid.
Elche.
Yeah, Elche.
Elche. You
At
can't
home.
score Elche.
At home. 15 season for Diego Simeone.
Charlie,
And after 2 games,
Uncle.
you've lost 1 to Espanyol and draw 1
But
to
it looks
Elche.
like in both games, he took the lead. His side took the lead.
Yeah. The first game was Junior Alvarez.
Yeah.
And Espanyol came back, won the game by
By
2
2.
goals to 1. 15 season for Diego Simeone. Who coaches are almost spend it long years with one club.
Yeah.
The likes of Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
There are lots. But to spend 15 seasons in Atletico Madrid, and he's the highest paid coach in the world. The highest paid coach in the world.
For
Minimum
Ghana.
Or
send for 400 Ghana.
Yes.
In 50 Ghana. No, but I think he's done a lot for them. He's really done a lot for.
So for them to be drawing points at home and stuff, I think it's
I think this is they
disappointed
can't
a lot of
win
people.
it. They can't win it.
Atlanta, I'm not really surprised because the man with the magic has left the club for years. Roma.
Maybe to some
Gasparini.
extent. Okay.
Going for a coach or a team in the Premier League after relegation. Losing some of the key players who helped the team last season.
Ivan Juric, yeah?
Ivan Juric. Viteglu leaving the club for another club.
Yeah.
And
Ademola is still there.
Ademola is there, but I don't
They have
think
Sulemana.
he played. Some other key players were in the squad. But
Kamau didn't play.
Didn't play.
Nafi
Wasn't on the bench.
Ibrahim Sulemana
Ibrahim
struggled to
Sulemana.
enter into the
Sulemana.
first 11 of the team
And
because of
Kamaldeen.
some of the
So
players. in the team.
Kamaldeen played by Ibrahim Sulemana.
Sulemana didn't
even
play.
start.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Charlie,
But maybe Atlanta.
Make
Maybe Atlanta. Atlanta really worried me.
Oh, Atlanta worry you?
Yeah, especially when it was over 2.5. They considered the lead.
1-1, yeah,
Came
Pisa,
back,
yeah.
scored early.
And you were thinking, Charlie,
But kudos to the Pisa goalkeeper, Andrea Semper.
Charlie, very good goalkeeper.
Saves.
Yeah.
Saves.
Yeah, go
Charlie.
Charlie, but still, Charlie.
By Olivier Giroud.
But Pisa is
May
a-
God bless Olivier Giroud.
for Lille, eh?
Yeah, 90 minutes.
Pisa was a strong team in the Serie B.
Yeah.
So I was not really surprised. Some about Serie A number hard in it. They can worry a lot of teams.
Would get.
They know how to score a last minute goal.
Mm.
They know how to destabilize any other team's defense.
Charlie,
So
it's-
I'm not really
it's
surprised.
only
So I started with
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Napoli go catch them. Then back.
Napoli. You see
Inter
what
go catch them, back, back,
Fabregas did to his former boss.
So I don't know. Mauricio Sarri, right? Yeah, Charlie.
Combo.
Even normal, Charlie. But today the icebreaker, the question we ask before we talk football is that there's a bro code.
Yes.
There's a bro code. Guys are guys. The bro code always there are no established rules, but the bro code always works unless if to some extent you're not a snitch. But where does it end? For me, honestly, let me tell you, mine ends when Charlie I'm in love. When I'm in love, Charlie bro code, I cut you. See, especially when the lady I see say my ideas, I then
Hey, wow.
Charlie, forget it, bro code, Charlie. Hey, although Bema, forget bro code. But Felix, where does yours end?
See, bro code is very important. But I'm surprised you say bro
Charlie, I
code
give-
ends for you in
When-
love.
when I'm in
because
love.
bro code normally is initiated.
Uh-huh.
The code is activated when sometimes you are in the fix. Ebia, what call it, baby, now girl be at you. Now say,
But you don't say be broad. You don't say be broad.
I'm coming. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. For guys, mostly we activate the bro code
Mm.
in relationship issues.
Okay.
Ebia, Charlie, one koda nana edu ho, ukoda baby. Now nana edu for have to confirm say, Jose Accra no shemi ho. Or sometimes ebia we pie no o side check.
So come on.
No, say come
Oh, can you come out? But if the point is, if the woman is a woman, Charlie, at the feel, Charlie, forget bro code.
But you see, bro code, that's for
yeah.
bro code. Bro code comes in so many ways.
Yeah.
Maybe a friend in need, you for sort them.
Sure,
a friend
sure,
go this and
yeah,
fix you
so-
for like cover arm then things.
Sometimes
But for me-
you forgive your room out.
You forgive your
Oh,
room out,
sometimes
then
you
you
forgive
understand.
yourself out.
And then be a Charlie, car now, brother will
The
need the
Charlie
car.
will be
Who bet
yeah.
not come to say you would
Then
there.
they are cry.
Then they are flexing.
Yeah.
But the limit will be, for instance, if you commit a murder, and I know you committed it.
But this thing you are
I will-
saying.
I can't cover murder for
No,
you.
relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Yes, I did it. You are the only one in this world
I will
who
snitch
knows
on
I
you.
did it.
I'll snitch on you.
You snitch. Even
Yes.
without anyone having proud notice that.
Yes.
Or
I'll-
even anyone having any idea I did it.
I will snitch on you. I'll snitch on you
Charlie,
because
this
I
guy-
think
thought
that
you
is so severe.
I thought you were a brother.
No, I'm coming. Because see, you might even do the same thing to me.
Come on.
But the thing is, for me,
Come
if you commit murder,
Mhm.
I'm not covering up for you.
That is if
yes, if
the law.
If the law doesn't even know and I'm aware of it, I will advise you,
Mm.
Charlie, let's get a good lawyer. Let's confess. Because
Charlie,
it could be first time offender.
We are not going
And per the law too, you've also come out to confess, oh, I did it.
But it only takes a minute part of what the punishment I'm going to receive. It doesn't matter if I go to the law and tell them, Charlie, I did it. Come on, it's murder.
I'll snitch on you.
Charlie,
So that for me, that's where the bro code ends.
How? I don't mind mine is even better. Laugh. At least, you go be Jimmy small. Then that one you go to do you but Charlie murder. Now you do. Where you own it?
I don't know the end anyway.
You don't know the Hey, real good. But you see, I've seen guys snitch, just because they love a lady and they are not able to say it. But then that's not the level. Oh, yeah. But there are guys who snitch on a guy just because, Charlie, they love the girl and they don't know how to say. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I mean is that, Charlie, I can't cover you when I know the girl is supposed to be mine. That one, you're saying about. But, Charlie, guys, let's start off. It was a good weekend, of football activities. We let's still with some local news because there's chaos in Ghana football now.
Chaos.
There's chaos. There's big trouble. There's so much happening now in Ghana football, and we are aware of the Ghalca top 4 that happened. Came to a conclusion on Sunday. The climax was on Sunday, where the two biggest clubs. But then there was an incident because per the organizers of the competition, there was a rule that whenever there's a tied game between two teams after 90 minutes, there's a shootout. Yeah. So normally, the points were supposed to be shared 1-1. But then since there's a shootout, then it means that the team that wins the shootout will get an additional point. So this was what happened. Accra Hearts of Oak finished the tournament with 2 wins and 1 draw. Yeah. And they had 7. But then BBN Gold Stars also won 1 game against Kotoko. They drew 2, which meant that they had 5 points. But then they won 2 shootouts, which took them to 7. So now the debate is that after Heart of Oak beat Kumasi Santiago, the players were jubilating. So they were going back and forth, they were clapping, and they thought the trophy was Rosa. But then when they realized, the organizers called BBN Gold Stars and handed them the trophy. And now the organizers are saying that Heart of Oak knew and they consented to the rules for the tournament.
So head to head.
And the head-to-head count is not really the game. It's the penalty shootout between Hearts and BBN Gold Stars. That is where the bone of contention is. Head-to-head, not for a game, but shootout.
Josiah, first of all, every competition has its rules.
Of course.
That governs it.
Yeah.
Did Ghalca give out the competition rules to the participating team? Yes. Hearts, Kotoko, Heart of Lions, BBN Gold Stars knew very well that these are the rules. And head-to-head were applied. Penalty shootout.
In what context?
No, on paper, what we are saying. That is what. So it was the head-to-head. That's why, how do you call it?
In a penalty shootout contest.
Yes, in the penalty. Yeah. So the rules were there. The rules were there. Everybody understood that this is the rules. You understand? Every competition has its own rules.
Yeah.
So if you accepted that this is the rules that is going to, govern this particular competition, it was for you to tell your club, tell your players that this is how it is going to be like. If you draw a game, we go to a penalty shootout. And what happens? If you win the shootout, you are getting 1 additional point to the 1 point that
you have already
had. So that is 2. So for instance, Hearts and Kotoko in the Hearts and BBN Gold Stars in that game that they drew.
2-2.
BBN Gold Stars won the penalty shot. So Gold Stars will take 2 points. Hearts of Oak will take 1 point.
1 point, yeah.
Those are the rules. So I don't fault Ghalca at all. But I'm making a point. Okay. I don't fault Ghalca at all because they were clear with the rules.
They stated the rules.
But my problem?
No.
My problem is how did these clubs accepted this? How do you call it? Boarding house school rules or Nkwanchen school rules. How? For clubs like Kotoko, BBN Gold Stars has an Heart of Lions to accept that this is what will govern our. Because see, do you know why it's even surprising?
No.
The thing is, it was what? It was 4 teams.
Yeah, 4
teams. Play a league format.
Round robin. So
a league format.
Yeah, so
you understand?
Yeah.
So a league format, if you are playing a league format, head-to-head will apply.
Yeah.
Goals scored, goals
Even
gained.
cars.
And then you bring in disciplinary records.
Exactly.
Number
Yeah.
of cards.
Fewer cards received here.
You understand?
Yeah.
If at the end of the game, everything is tied up,
Mm.
then you can call the two captains, throw a toss,
Mm.
which will be fair.
Mm.
You see, so me, I won't fault Ghalca.
You,
I don't want to cry more than the clubs. But I think that...
No, there's only one club crying now because Kotoko are not crying. They are not saying anything.
yes,
there's only Heart of Oak crying now.
So I don't fault Ghalca. And
But you know, we follow football. Let's be very honest.
yes.
Was the head-to-head meant to be for the game or the shootout? Which one?
You see, and that's what I'm saying. I don't care whatever rules Ghalca came out with. The problem is the club accepted. It is fine now. But my problem is as to how the clubs feel that this was the right format to use is what beats my imagination.
Yeah.
And then I mean, Ghalca comes out with such a particular rule, and you are accepted to play.
And no.
And then the problem,
where's that normally? I want to know where's the issue?
You see,
Yeah.
the issue is Ghalca did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Hearts of Oak should blame themselves
Okay.
that they accepted these rules.
To play with.
Yes. As for Heart of Lions and Kotoko, they won't be worried because they never won it.
Yeah.
Bibiani Gold Stars, I'm sure if Bibiani Gold Stars had been in Hearts of Oak position, they would have also, if not the team, so the supporters would have also complained. You understand? So I'll blame Hearts of Oak for accepting to participate in such a format. Because I haven't seen, there's nothing wrong with organizers deciding which rules will favor them. Okay. But I don't think that Ghalca will just wake up and present them with such a format. I'm sure the clubs...
Were they trying to be more entertaining, at least with the games? Because we saw Arsenal AC Milan in Malaysia not long ago. Yeah. Arsenal won 1-0. And when the game ended, they still played...
So that's what I'm saying. I don't have any problem with Ghalca. Ghalca, nobody should blame Ghalca.
Okay.
Nobody. If you are a supporter of Accra Hearts of Oak, blame your club for accepting that...
Are you blaming, if you're a Heart of Oak fan, are you blaming organizers or you're blaming the club for accepting to play with such rules?
I'm blaming everybody.
Oh.
Yeah. Because Joe Mimiko Stadium almost started second half now. All the Ghalca executive, a groupie before where the benches, the technical area. Almost groupie here, now no more 5. House of Folk management were in the VIP. Almost 5.
And what?
Yeah, Pong say baby any go start now the House of Lions game new year.
Yeah.
Baby any go stars a post on their social media say we've not won yet.
We've not won yet.
They posted it there.
But let's be practical here. Based on the result that
so
came out of the game,
we winning. Say on say Hearts winning Kotoko na senga still we winning.
And come trust
our social media.
Yeah, I get na they do.
Na we say game no na ye nage na bonten ho.
They said we've not won yet. But under normal circumstances, if this head-to-head was counting, then they should have won. They should have been crowned champions before.
Nipa bi stadium ho bia will testify to this say. Nipa na onim se we winning no. Ko we winning aka stadium ho na ye be hu se we onim se we winning trophy.
Yeah, right after the game.
After this, because onim se sa match na be boss second one no.
It has no bearing on the game.
You get the point?
Yeah.
But they didn't know. Me say Ghalca executive. We're having a meeting.
So Danedu, before you continue, I have the
rules.
Proof. I have the rules here.
Okay.
Additional rules and regulation for the Ghalca top 4.
Okay.
So point 1 is club squad, 30 players, dressing room, only 20 players selected for the match will be the eligibility. Only registered players of each club released in writing to the club can play in the tournament.
Okay.
Penalty kicks 4. In the event of a match ending in a draw, the penalty kick rule shall be applied to determine the winner, who shall be awarded 2 points in the match. So whoever wins the penalty shootout is getting...
Plus another, we get 2 points.
2 points.
So 1 plus...
Deciding the winner of the tournament. In the event the two teams tying with the same number of points at the end of the tournament and all other method applied by the GFA to separate them. The disciplinary method, red card, 2 points, yellow card, 1 point,
they didn't state,
shall be applied.
They didn't state the details of how they are supposed to be to be tied. The tie breakup over there. It wasn't stated.
I'm coming over.
Yes.
So this is what I have now.
Yeah.
So that's on the 0.5 of the additional rules. You know what? I think I'll even give it to the producer to post it. He said, if in the event the two teams tying with the same number of points at the end of the tournament, and in all other methods applied by the GFA to separate them. Then further down, they say what? the disciplinary method into bracket, red cards, 2 points, yellow card, 1 point, deduction shall be applied. If that still leaves the winner undecided, toss of the coin shall be evoked.
But I think that point is...
Point 6, medals. The winner and the runner-up of the tournament
it's quite,
shall be awarded 40 medals.
So it's still... No, you see, it's a bit ambiguous because we've spoken about the fact that there's a method to separate them, which will be applied by the Ghana Football Association. And what are the methods? Those are the things we need to understand. Those are the parameters.
So that's the method I even stated.
No, so the red cards and disciplinary are that when they've applied the first method and they are still tied, then they return to the second one. But the question is, do you think now the top 4?
Yo, I was saying something before you ask your question.
Okay,
I was saying
okay.
something. Me say, baby, any go stars. Ya point ye nya na eje nyina bonse ho aye di nkomo. Onim say we win akaye nim.
So there was not even that feeling that they've even won.
I spoke to a lot of people from baby any go stars.
The additional rules that I read were issued by Ghalca on the 5th of August. 15th of August.
15th of August. When did the competition kick off?
Last week. The last point is stadium announcer. Announcer say your game we were this point. We were this thing. So stadium announcer ever announce say the next game is Kotoko and Haas. Or you are aware with Ghalca said baby any go stars
already
in the stadium one be announce because time our first game na involve baby any go stars and Haas of Oku never bono. Yeah we no na a year draw no na stadium announcer gonna cast say yeah be penalty additional 1 point to be added to the team of we penalty no. So after the any go stars the point out of lance the baby any go stars nim say we win can even the stadium announcer who announce at the venue said the last game no any bearing beer on the game I am that is the point. That is where I'm coming from. That is why I saw Ghalca chairman, the vice. Fred and Danny of Baby Go Star, so yeah, Premier League member, Ghalca. I saw Inco Joseph. They are all doing a meeting. Yeah, far. I didn't hear what they are talking about.
So now let me ask you.
The other point was Opariado, Alaji Akambi, and the other House of Folk Penifo at the
Glazers of
the FA president was there. Nana Prinkra was there. My point is, I know a lot around the House of Folk technical team. If they know say that game no, we need to end to me for we need trophy now. Can you remember who was stadium no? In the last game we will not see it.
Okay, but then I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Around at that time. So was there a decision that was taken? Because per what we have here, any the Aokano, does even if it owns a competition, organizers together with their teams in tournament can decide that we are changing.
And then they see they are fine.
Yeah, so that's what I want to ask. Within Sir Caucus meetings now, clubs running Ghalca, did they agree before the end of the Haas Kotoko match? Say they are going to change the rules and format.
Nothing changed. It's still the same rules that were applied. Yeah,
players know say. Your ball penalty, we know what the trophy. We know the kind of celebration that they do, of course.
Exactly.
But your ball penalty, we know one thing. Nothing
without any celebration. So it knows that they knew very well that if Hearts of Oak should win,
the Hearts of Oak to make us say, what the Emrano?
But let's
on the D-Day, the players were on the field.
Let's be very
on this we win the trophy.
Where did they fail to apply the rule right? That is where the question is. Where did they fail to? Because now, assuming all things being equal, BBN Gold Stars after drawing and winning that penalty took them to 7 points, and they knew they had a better head-to-head than Accra.
Yes.
Then why didn't they celebrate?
That's it.
So where?
You get a point.
At what point?
That is why the issue is
celebration is relative depending on the competition. And
because
someone just say, "Hey, we need to know." Well, I'm making a point. I'm saying why didn't they celebrate? It could be say, "Oh, now they say pre-season cap."
So the next indicator was the social media post.
Yes. So the social media post probably gave them out, say they were not sure.
They were not too sure.
Yes. And no, you understand? And no, and you see, like I always say, communication is very important. Game na bono. Did we have something from Ghalca in terms of match coverage, in terms of social media interaction? Because
the last point will help you.
Okay.
After the game, who say TV station will channel live. We are. Or the football coaches Eddie Nkomo.
Yes.
Before they will speak to organizers and harmony.
Of course, yeah.
Right after the game, they were forced to bring Donansa to come and speak before they go to Frimpong Mansion.
And did he confirm?
So if your answer they confirm and say the things are clear.
Okay.
We are using head to head. So from poor man,
Please, for those who are watching the One Top podcast,
Yeah.
Don Ansan Rowe, Ghalca chairman. So
Yes.
that no be
So right after the game, 2 games in here,
Yeah.
it was Mr. John Ansa who came to speak first.
Mm.
After Mr. John Ansa, then the Biani Gold Stars coach came before even the Kotoko House game. Nana Yabu, you are coach to the Yabu Mugo. Mr. Pona, there are some dynamics who said teams they were not aware
Of wars happening.
Yes.
Mm.
And then the game maybe all of a sudden. And teams na kase we no. Ebi Ghalca chairman, you can come and speak about
Finally,
the event.
exactly.
But
I don't speak before.
This time, no one
the
now
coaches-
services. So now, what is the final way? And he explained it. So the rules is clear. Are they clear? Maybe some question. Fellas, you get my point.
Of
Right.
course.
If something is clear, Joe, maybe some
No.
question.
But again, let me put this quickly before we
I
move
did
to
not
other
call
matters.
about debate. Maybe some question.
Should do you think this Ghalca Top 4 has lost its relevance and prestige? Because we knew the Ghalca Top 4 as the third most prestigious trophy or competition behind the league and then the FA Cup. Do you think he has?
I think, sir, if I have to be very objective, our entire football ecosystem has lost a lot of prestige. And that has also affected our preseason tournaments. So if you talk about the President's Cup, if you talk about, in fact, our own football, the World Cup, but I have to be very honest, this particular Ghalca competition was well organized.
Okay.
Apart from the issues that we have with the rules. Yesterday, Oshe attendance has in Kotoko. It was superb. I watched the games, Oshe games now. And I think the gate fees are very moderate at 10 cities, 20 cities.
For 2 games.
Yes, was also good. So I think, say, let's give Ghalca the credit for the kind of organization and the coverage as well.
Sure.
And I think, say, it is also important. Maybe we are dwelling maybe too much on the rules, but the benefit are clubs now, especially Muko Africa, from this particular competition. For me, I saw one thing. Both Kotoko and Bibeni Gold Stars, who are our representatives for the Cup Inter-Club competition, I don't think they are ready.
Wow.
Yes.
Not even Gold Stars.
Not even Gold Stars. I saw a Kotoko team that lacks a lot of defensive awareness. They need to. And you see, it happens when you are bringing in 13, 14 players. It will always be very difficult for you to quickly get them to gel together. If you look at Karim Zito, he won 2 trophies. But in the finals, you just have to make sure, say, your tactics works for you on the day. Finals are played to be won.
Yeah.
So no matter how you win it. So I'm sure, say, probably Karim winning those competition against Hearts and Golden Cakes, they felt the team was okay. But we saw a Kotoko team that doesn't look prepared. So I think the Ghalca Top 4 would help them realize that we need to do a lot. Because the kind of defense and the kind of... See, I saw a Kotoko team that lacks cohesion in defense. As for goalkeeper, Kamara, solid. I think currently he's one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best.
You concur?
Yes. No. He's superb. Yesterday, he made some crucial save from a Martin Kakari bicycle kick. Excellent. That guy is very, very good. You can also fault him for Enriansu's back pass that resulted in the goal. But I feel Kotoko need wingers. You look at Dauda Saka. Apart from Dauda Saka, who for me hasn't really been that good. You look at their players up front, Abetamwa and Kojo Kwampoku. Are you sure these two can take you far in Africa? So Kotoko have a lot. For BBN Gold Stars, they are entering into a very new terrain. And they've been very, very good domestically at the dance park in BBN. But this time around, you are coming to play away from home. And you will have the minors supporting you. That could also be telling. And for Hearts of Folk, I think it also offered them a lot in terms of new players. Frank Abora Duku, excellent chap. What's the name? Abdul Karim from Nations FC. Excellent. Hearts of Folk, look at what the coach Didi Dramani is doing with the team. It looks very, very good. So the top 4, I think for me, Ghalca organized it very well. It also allowed the top 4 clubs to look at where they need to improve. So good organization. I hope that we will maintain the consistency. If they're able to maintain the consistency, then we can get back to when... See, my favorite top 4 competition has to be the Coca-Cola top 4. And I don't think that we've been able to get to that particular standard. But I hope, say, Ghalca will build on that. And maybe going forward, they need to change the rules and the format of the competition.
But it's lost its relevance, clearly.
But I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It has, but from what we saw this season, if they maintain their consistency, it will help everybody.
But
this season,
the current administration, everybody.
Yeah.
Because, yes. Ghalca, in the last 4 years under Kudofiano, it's in terms of the top 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
They even tried to do top 8.
Top 8,
they had
top
the
6
top
and
6,
stuff.
yeah.
But, Mr. Donansa, I tried to revive it. In there, one thing I realized from the Congress time we seen there. If you are not in bed with the current association, then don't come closer to football.
Which is very bad.
And I think that is the strength of Ghalca chairman we currently Donansa.
Because he's in bed, supposedly.
That is the point.
By you.
By me.
But he was the campaign manager.
No, but I need to. He needs to establish that fact. No,
I don't fear saying by me.
No, listen.
But you know.
It's
I
a
don't
one
fear
top
saying
podcast.
by
And
don't play the devil's advocate.
No, I've always been the devil without the horns. But then he needs to establish the fact and he needs to own those words.
So I'm telling you the fact. He was the campaign manager.
But it doesn't mean maybe he was only doing his job.
How can you be my campaign manager and you're not in bed
But
with
you're
me?
telling me, no, maybe.
No, but wait. How can you be my campaign manager?
I don't fear saying by me.
So he says it's by him. That's all I want.
And I want to second what he's saying.
So by the
Me,
two
I
of
don't
you.
fear saying by me.
Let's go by you.
By
By the two of us.
By you. Go, continue.
What I say is, if currently you are doing football here, or you are into football administration in this country, and you are not in bed with the current football association, then don't come. And that is the strength of this current Ghalca.
But Nanidu, we also have to understand that is a very bad precedent.
It may be bad, but
No, it is bad. It is bad.
It may be bad, but what I say, the reason why then time Kudofiano and the lights were struggling, there were issues, public knowledge. Kudofiano will have issues with the current administration. But for you to do something in this country, you need the football association to get the best out of it. You know it. What I say, Ghalca is supposed to be a welfare body of the Premier League clubs.
Yes.
But not a welfare body of the GFA. Let's start from Pole. When GFA people were going to visit the Pole family, Ghalca went there with the GFA. Rather, no, it should have been Ghalca being with the clubs. The GFA will come and visit you. You are a welfare body of the clubs. But in this situation, and that is the reason why it's helping him. Because without the help of the football association, this tournament will not be the best. Because God cannot attack in the last 4 years. But I say, Kwanya fast to win here. Kwanya fast to two executive. Kwanya fast to Premier League class. But Obia one less to be currently in bed with the football association. That is why it's going on well.
Interesting development. Interesting development.
So, Mr. Jonas, the problem in our football. No, what you think all the clubs now, Congress, aligned to 3 term, aligned to first female vice president. You think Omunia on Pesa? Penesa, to me join it.
I think we'll get back. First to wrap up with this stuff.
So for now, Ghalca way currently, I try to revive it to the next level.
Autocracy.
So wait. First of all,
autocracy.
Out of 10.
And you, Mr. Jonas, Ghalca president.
No.
Can nobody or corporate Ghalca could not my this?
No. So out of 10, what will be your rating for this Ghalca tournament? Taking into consideration every single thing that happened, the controversy, mileage, publicity, everything. What would be your rating?
My man is 6.5.
6.5. Felix, quickly.
I'll give it 6 because I don't like the trophy. We need a unique trophy for the top 4. It should be a trophy everybody can recognize and say, oh,
this is synonymous with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also I think I'll take 2 from the format. Although the clubs agree, I think this is a school,
So you
a
rate
boarding
them at
house.
6.
Yeah, a boarding
6.
house format.
Okay.
My own is 1, the format.
Okay.
2, I agree with Felix on the trophy.
Okay.
The third one is sponsorship issues. Things were not clear.
But they told you. But
Things were not clear.
Do they have to make it clear to you?
The clubs that are involved.
Charlie, no, quickly, let's rank.
Yeah.
There's a table that ranked the clubs.
Yeah.
Maybe the gold stars based on the format and the rules applied.
Yeah.
They ended up as winners.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they won only 1 game and drew 2. Heart of Oak finished second on the table.
They won
Now
2
there's
games.
Mando Heart of Lions, and disappointingly, there was Kotoko that finished with just 1 goal scored and pointless. Now, I want you to rank these clubs, not based on the table, but the performances you saw. So I quickly wanted in
I think I'll just swap Hearts with.
You think Hearts were the best team?
Yes, I think Hearts were the best team.
Yeah.
Their opening game against Lion, I wasn't impressed. But Their game against
Gold Stars.
Gold Stars was solid. And yesterday, they played some beautiful football. Very, very
So
beautiful.
Hearts first,
Debiani Gold Stars
Gold
second.
Stars,
Heart of Lions.
and then Kotoko.
Kotoko.
Now, let me quickly come to you.
My first team is Accra House of Hope.
Wow.
I think Masoud Didi Dramani is building something.
Mm.
And he's doing a lot in the team. Maybe next time I'll go deep into the team.
Sure.
My next one is between Bebiani Gold Stars and Kwando Heart of Lions. But I will choose Bebiani Gold Stars.
Okay.
Then Kwando Heart of Lions before Asante Kotoko.
Gotcha.
Personally,
What are you guys doing?
when you look at the level of coaching in this particular tournament, Abdul Kamjito is not a bad coach.
At all.
But when they are playing the same league with this managers, Karim Jito cannot win the league with Asante Kotoko.
It's okay. We are not talking about it. Make I drink my coffee.
Abdul Karim Zito cannot win the league with Kotoko.
When these coaches are in the league,
Agree.
unless there is something beyond footballing reason.
Masoud Didi Dramani.
Yeah.
But
Bashir
effort. You
yeah.
think he will finish below all these
When
coaches?
they are in the league
wait.
and all teams being equal,
let's
apart from
we'll be moving on.
non-footballing
We'll be
reason.
moving on very soon. You
Yeah.
think he's going to finish below all these coaches, or wouldn't be able to beat all of them?
When these coaches are in the league, I want you to take it like the way I said it.
That's why I need clarification.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't finish above them, just like we saw in the top 4, or he just doesn't stand a chance of winning the league.
He can win the league with a lot of help. And there are things I cannot say it on one foot.
I don't want you to say. Charlie,
But
let's go. Charlie,
what I'm saying-
let's see.
When
Let's go.
these coaches are in the league,
Charlie,
Yeah.
Felix
Felix cannot win the
Roman,
league.
you've been in love before.
Yes.
Felix Roman,
And I'm still in love.
You are still in love. What
Yes.
are you in love with?
I'm in love with my God.
Your God.
Yes.
Okay.
Because apart from in everything,
Charlie.
it is my God.
Guys, you're romantic.
No.
Hey.
I'm in love. No,
Hey.
See-
No, but have you ever been heartbroken before?
of course.
But not from your God. Or by
No.
your God.
That is why now. That is why now the maximum love has to go to my God. Charlie,
Your God would never break your heart.
Charlie, then break my heart.
They break your heart before. Hey, Charlie, but guys are hard, though.
Charlie,
Hey,
forget this one.
hard. Charlie, but
People get
how
some-
did you deal with yours?
Charlie, my wife said, I defeat sleep and I wake up and mention the girl in name. Charlie, I defeat go the seaside. I did it. And, then the sea breeze make her enter, make her chew the sun. Charlie, broken heart. But you see, every man must experience broken
Oh,
heart.
really?
Really?
Why? No,
Yes.
relax. Why do you think is a necessity for every man to experience such a wicked, experience, such an unbearable experience? Why do you think it's
Broken heart,
necessary?
You see, let me tell you something. And I've always been saying this. We always want to chase pleasures.
Mm.
But sometimes pain is very important.
Tea.
Pain teaches us not to make the same mistakes again. So the mistakes could be maybe I didn't treat the lady well.
Or
Maybe
you felt too much.
Or maybe I felt too much. Or maybe there were some signals that I was being given, but I didn't pay attention to.
Because you are madly in love. You're crazily
So
in love.
sometimes you need pain for you not to repeat the same mistakes again, or for you to learn. And that is, and sometimes life will learn from mistakes.
Exactly.
So if you are a person who doesn't learn from broken heart, bro.
But you feel the pain now. Like, as you're able to go back and feel the pain.
No, I don't feel the pain.
Oh,
but
no.
I smile over it. I smile over it. Charlie, I smile.
No, come on, it's pain. That's why. Wait.
Oh, no,
Wait. You've
pain
tasted,
heals.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
You've tasted something bitter before.
Yes.
You are not tasting it now, but you can remember how bitter it tastes.
Yeah, but it doesn't make you bitter.
It's not making
No,
it.
if you remember
I'm
it,
saying you can remember the pain and how painful how painful it was.
No, I don't remember it because I have moved on.
Yeah.
I fall
but
in
you
love.
can go back.
I've learned.
So
No.
So you don't remember the pain at all.
What if you are not getting me?
Uh-huh.
You can go back and remember the pain, but it doesn't pain you.
So it's not painful.
Yes, but you can remember
only
it
remember the experience
and smile over it.
So the experience is rather painful, not the pain itself.
No, the experience is not even painful because
Anymore.
you move on.
Anymore.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you go through some challenges and you are no more there, you go back and you even smile over it. Hey, Charlie,
then there stories.
I went through this.
See, this podcast, they very sweet. That's what they do at that relationship stuff.
Why are you not gonna talk your own?
No. But the point is, Nanedu cannot tell me that he's falling in love. Nanedu, have you fallen in love before?
Yes.
Hey, Charlie, guy. And you're still in love
Yes.
with the same person.
Yes.
Oh, then it's understandable. Charlie.
So
they
I
say-
did many idea on say me abonten.
Okay,
Me see so me need abonten.
They would do abonti and fufu na.
Me need abonten.
Charlie, go for you. Allah.
Oh,
Oh, so it's a woman you fell in love with on one on the wall.
Yes.
So you've only fallen in love once.
Yes.
Throughout
Say
your
me-
life.
me would
No, your lifetime. You
Yeah,
fall
yeah,
in love
yeah,
just
yeah,
once.
Me need abonten that.
No, and yes, it did about you. How many times have you say emotionally?
One
are-
pe
you
on
are-
national.
It's just one woman.
Yeah. So
learn from him.
What should I learn? His experience.
Eh, so I
See,
said learn from
I have
him.
a message
on
here.
naturally
No,
no.
I have a message.
Naturally no. And matter mu yenu ham.
I have a message from Alex who
okay.
says Charlie Nanedu is lying. He has experienced broken heart before. Nanedu, tell us the truth.
No.
Never.
Me who be that. Me who be
No, but so be Canada. How do you feel sometimes?
Yeah.
Based on
Yeah,
experience.
them person me tia see.
Bounty as here.
But
And
I don't really understand.
I think that's one of the things as a man. If you never
see-
experience it, you never understand
Yes,
anyone
that's
when
the
they talk. That's why you don't understand Felix Romack. You're
Yeah.
looking at him. I was like, Charlie,
Yeah.
Felix Romack, what do you experience?
Yeah.
You wake up at dawn and say what?
And you see,
What's the girl's name?
If you also don't take care, it might affect your next
You
relationship.
get emotional.
Really?
Right now.
Oh yes, because see, it could be say maybe you haven't really moved on until the ode nyama ukomun e de punish the next person that you are with.
Charlie, if I
So it
leave-
is very
na me ka say ntoma twam a ya na the fry no wu.
what can say more, but you see, sometimes obi also or kai nyama sa ntuma no the frad e bia o expect say me fra sa ntuma no na comfort me but or shinkwa na ewom enti e dia chale say ukonya ntuma fufu okra wo be say ntuma we sure say betimi abom me ho ban to say first no. So if you don't take care you might move on to punish your current. That's why
Interesting. Charlie,
when you're broken heart you have to
Charlie,
look
Charlie,
But brad me nye
Charlie,
sure say.
Brian let me get in you.
I really love the confidence of these two guys. Like Charlie, like the stories and the experiences, all of it. Felix Romack is so emotional that he's not. Charlie, do you have another advice for me?
Oh yes, I have advice.
But
for you.
fellas, me tumi musa ade kone kan.
Oh, I come in. Charlie, dance man to tema.
Charlie.
Dance man to tema.
Kwan wom.
Dance man to
Charlie,
tema.
that's about how many miles?
Na so much tama de say no fi me.
Charlie,
aha ko me ko.
what for cow dance man? We do kaneshi. No for tema say your community bebre.
Afa na ko teshi. Akofa nungwa.
Charlie.
Akofa beach
When
road.
you
Eko community
when
three.
you're broken out, I was saying you motorway.
Oh,
Charlie,
we're
suicide.
rough. Why did you jump? Charlie, guys, let's move on. I'm interested. So let's now deal with the foreign leagues. And there's a question. There was one newspaper that had the image of Victor Gyökeres.
Mhm.
He's gotten off the mark for my Arsenal, and now people are drawing comparisons. If he's the best striker in the league, all of a sudden.
Ti see ah.
Oh how?
Oh, no. These are in the last 2 seasons. He scored close to 100. He was 3 goals shy of 100 goals for Sporting in 2 seasons. So the question is, how good has he improved Arsenal? And if currently, based on what we are seeing, he is the best striker in the league.
No. See, currently we are just into match week 2.
Yeah. What's your 2 goals?
Match week 2.
Mm.
You can't judge
Mm.
the performance of a player in just 2 matches.
Okay.
A player can show you the potential.
Mm.
And I think Victor Gyökeres has that potential.
Mm.
First of all, you see, I am impressed because if you move from other leagues and you come into the Premier League, there's something we call adaptation.
Mm.
And we've had great strikers come into the English Premier League and they can't.
Mm.
You look at somebody like Falcao,
Yeah.
excellent in Spain. It took him time before, he could score some goals and then it didn't work out. Andrei Shevchenko, excellent.
Pato.
Alessandra Pato, excellent. But the issue is, after 2 matches, it will always be difficult. I think he would improve the team. And the reason why I'm saying this is, if you look at Arsenal title charge, even for last season, Arsenal had the best defense in the league, but they weren't scoring goals. It was because they didn't have an out-and-out striker. They saw potential in Gabriel Jesus. He came in, he wasn't scoring. At a point, they had to use Kai Havertz as a false number 9. It wasn't working. And that is why Arsenal fans were shouting and calling they needed to have a striker. And I think Gyökeres has the potential. But I won't say he's currently the best striker in the English Premier League Now he has the
But
potential.
I think so.
He has the potential.
I didn't
of
say
being the best.
Gyökeres, the Arsenal team. They say Arsenal didn't have a moving striker.
Well, mobile, very mobile.
Almost strikers are no more hold half play.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus, bomber me hold half play. Me try mo be fam home lay pass amano. Then I move into it. Somebody like I have it. Or you shoot the body in the
speed. Yeah.
What I say. But on no to say Gyökeres are or you're in between the two central defenders or turn or dash just to receive pass. So it means or there's something up Arsenal up front. No? Because Arsenal were attacking me for this. Omunina goes to spread along with them. Because I could mama 10 plus. Odegaard the same. Martinelli, Leandro Trossard. Now they've gotten a striker or not. They hear and say Obe move to space about may receive pass. So that is a strength of this the first goal against Leeds United during the weekend. We movie for born mame. Me anka some nim kwa me first one made that 18-year boss no to shoot. That thing na Arsenal end be the previous season. So it means they've gotten that kind of profile. Abeka team no because already no more players are on a good day they will provide you goals. Now young get a star player now in there you bet we not compare the likes of Isaac, the likes of Haaland, the highlights of Mohamed Salah. On a good day more than our individual brilliance be able to be the amount team you get the result that you are looking for. So that is what Gyökeres at the bar on board. But I don't think say you're no one area and make Arsenal team strong.
Yeah. But let's also let me chip in the acquisition of Eze because already Arsenal fans are upbeat. They believe say once they have Eze, then they have a complete team and they are on their way to their first Premier League title in over 20
Arsenal
years.
team now first no more bobo the last 2-3 years are only second. No more bobo now won't supply be pra na be major blow their team.
Okay.
In the same game at the time I normally lead by 2 goals to 0. 2 key players a pry. They came back won the game by 5 goals to 0. The previous Arsenal team I know with Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard out the result will not be the same.
They are done.
Okay.
What I say, but this time no, Arsenal are going to a game against Liverpool. Maybe they might not be available, but they think say, oh, no Bukayo Saka, we have Madueke. Okay, no Martin Odegaard, we have somebody like Trossard or Eberechi Eze. Obunya and Amaten. What I say, Martinelli could move to the left side. There's still Gyökeres. What I say, maybe Thomas Partey factor no. Somebody like Zubimendi, interception he is there, but the way Thomas Partey it me spotting a pass from deep. Partey is a DM deep line playmaker. Or protect it or intercept it. No, it's also passing long range
Ball
from the back.
yeah.
But Zubimendi the end there, let me protect. At the center, let me intercept. But only the ability to spot a pass through the channel that come between the main striker. Into another magic, they can rise by the board and sound farm on any strength, no. So you can see that profile, no, they be need to. But you can see, say, up front, one day, I doubt Arsenal will go into a game a month ago. Wow. And don't forget, so much strength on defense.
Yes.
What I say? Consistent back four. Now, Luis Kelly Cobbins, California, they are hoping, say, about my concept, because Arsenal team, no, central defense, they be consistent. The lateral defenders, no, not injuries. I have to most of the players. Ben White scored, not Timba. Luis Kelly caught, not California. This time around, they brought in a player from Valencia on a good day. Any of those players need Robert Mabeshem in mascara. So you can see, say, identify a problem in the team after in the last 3 years. No, me get any experience from that thing.
Are they winning the league?
Me, baby, I'm they are my favorite though.
Are they winning the league?
They'll still compete, but I think that there's so much. No. You see, the reason why I'm saying say they will compete is the fact is the teams that were around the league have all bought well.
Yeah.
And I think say Liverpool last season, say no nyaning, I won't say it's very easy, but we all admit say the teams that have to compete last season weren't that good. And then another kind of Arsenal is not just buying. They are bringing in equal replacement.
Yeah,
and sometimes when you have an equally good bench, you even confuse your opponent.
Yeah.
You understand? So you need to bring in players that are very identical. So even your starting lineup won't be predictable.
Yeah.
You look at Chelsea when they were about to play West Ham. Kopama got injured. Estival comes in. They draw, and then they draw Joao Pedro into the Kopama role, and then the game changes for them. Reece James didn't even start the game. Yeah. So these are the kind of players that you need to buy. You need to make sure that at every position, there is equally good replacement. Saka is out for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans would have been worried about
the previous season.
But there is Madueke. He comes in. You understand? Even at a point, you can even play Eze in that flank, and they are good to go. But I think, say, Arteta, and this brings a lot of pressure. Now you've gotten Eze.
Now pressure coach.
Yes. for you to win. But I don't think anybody will be surprised if Arsenal gets to win the league.
Let's quickly go to Manchester United. It looks like things are only...
Fine.
You see, sometimes you also need to feel a bit. You need to cry for the bereaved.
Cry for who?
The bereaved.
I don't cry for I told you my love for God. I can't love the devil.
To be honest,
but
Man United situation,
is it spiritual?
It could be.
Yeah, Charlie. Jeez.
It could be.
I shouldn't have asked this question if it's spiritual because this guy, Charlie, no, you aside the spirituality. What's wrong with Manchester United?
I think Man U team nekito mono. Akasa umbenya self-confidence kaka.
Okay.
Say we can do it. And open say we compete for Premier League title or top 4. You started league say the first few games, you find a way to get points. Yeah, position. Oh, league log no. So this time you don't drop points at Craven Cottage. You don't drop points at Old Trafford. Well, lose to Arsenal. One of your contenders are no more play for Premier League title. Into the next game now, all against relatively an average team in the Premier League. You do everything possible to get the 3 points. In the you say the point between any Arsenal and 5. What about drawback? We need to.
Not to cut you. Match week 1, no more 15th. Match week 2, no more 16th. Match week 3. Continue.
Where would he be?
So that is one thing it could affect the team. It's time about joining Man United. Game or no, I started. And when you be a boy in the Premier League, they struggle to win. All of a sudden. Yeah, they decided not better. All of a sudden, Bruno Fernandes look a little bit confused. At the penalty at what to me, the maximum 3 points. Where is Sesko? In Buemo way, Cunha way. So the kind of sign is not more than more for say it will change the direction and the performance of the team. No, it looks like the value is the same.
Sure.
But the Mumbreka can make the before say, over my fair assessment of this Man United team. No. After the international break.
Okay.
Maybe relatively the weekend way, or maybe a weaker opponent. I will home prior to the international break. And no results now, that is why we put really a lot of meaning into how our team equal more preseason. But I'll assess the team after the international break.
Interesting. But let's quickly move to Tottenham Hotspur.
You don't want me to talk about United?
No, I don't want you to talk about it. I'm the moderator of the show.
Okay, I respect you for that.
I decide what you talk about.
I respect you for that.
And you're not talking about
I respect you
for some time now. You talk about Manchester United. But what do you make of Thomas Frank's Tottenham Hotspur?
You see,
and Mo Kudus.
Let me talk about the coach. See, football is all about coaching.
And one coaching,
I tell you.
And one coaching.
I tell you.
Wow.
And I sent United I sent United a personal message.
Hey,
Manchester United. I sent them a personal message. Say, there is a certain coach in Zanzibar. All coaching a Sudanese team. Ewa Chan. Oye Ghana ni efenu. James Akwesi Apia. If they are serious, they can go and poach him. because you know, he said I shouldn't talk about United.
Well, you're talking. So what are you talking about? Why are you
talking about? I'm talking about coaching, the impact. And Anedu, we can see the impact Kwesi Apia have had on the Sudanese team, and that is exactly what Thomas Frank is doing. We saw in his first competitive game against PSG, they played very, very well. Yeah. You see, as a coach, I always say, you might not have the necessary material for the team to play, according to your style. But you can also, but you can also identify a certain players and remold them into what you want the team to play. And that is exactly what he's doing. He's a very good coach, no doubt about it. And we are clearly seeing in that. If you look at somebody like Kudus is a very good player, naturally. And when you are coaching players that are naturally talented and gifted, because all you need to do is tactical awareness and position. Whatever it is, let him go and have fun. And he will do that. Just that I was very disappointed because it's a Premier League where one of the key things has to be officiating. And the English referees are very inconsistent with their decision making. The foul on Kudus. That should have been a foul and a red card on any day. But you see, I am not surprised because if you look at Ange Postecoglou, what Sankra no or Pep, and people were talking about Pep, divorce and all that. But I think this season, Spurs will do better than they did last season. Not because of the players they are bringing in, but because they have a very, very good coach.
Wow. Wow. Where are you placing Chelsea this season?
Top 4.
Top 4. Are you placing Chelsea top 4?
Yes, of course.
Wow. But you think they had a better game without Kopama? Or you think once Kopama comes, it's going to alter a lot of things in the team?
You see, I think that with or without Cole Palmer, Chelsea have a lot of options this season. And that is what you need. And I think last season, what worked for them was that they were only playing in a very weak Confederation Cup, conference league, you understand? And that really helped them to rest some players and then concentrate on the league. And you see, sometimes as a team, you need momentum to come into the season. And I think that Chelsea winning the Club World Cup was also very key because they will come into the games knowing very well that we are Club World Champions. A season ago, if Chelsea had conceded first against West Ham, they would have been difficult to even get a point. But they considered early, they were so relaxed, played very well, and then got the needed point. I think they have bought very, very well. And the only problem might be their defense, because you don't know how long Reece James can last for you within the course of the season. Wesley Fofana, same. As for Levi Colwill, he's out of the season. So maybe that is the only area where Chelsea will fall short. But in midfield, they have equal replacement for every particular position. This time around, we are seeing Delap and then Joao Pedro up front. This is the first time he played both of them. And if you look at Delap, he had almost 3 contributions, the 5 goals they scored. If you look at the corner kicks, what he did was standing in front of the goalkeeper, and even the assist, the pre-assist for Estival before that Enzo Fernandez goal. So Chelsea up front in midfield, they looked very, very solid. Another thing that they may struggle is the fact that they have a goalkeeper that is very inconsistent. Because I feel that Paqueta's goal was so direct that Sanchez should have even been able to save it. But aside, I think that they have a very strong team to finish in the top 4.
Let's go straight to Spain. The 2 big clubs. Atletico Madrid, we've already spoken about their disappointment. And no one wants to talk about them. Especially if you're an investor. You wouldn't want to hear the name Atletico Madrid. But then Barcelona, Real Madrid. Barcelona had to do their remontada again.
You see, I mean, you should team now,
are they the best team in the world now?
They may not be the best, but I'm just looking at the team now.
No, if they are not the best, no, if they are not the best, then
I'm looking at the
best.
He said La Liga.
No, in the La Liga.
Yes.
They are the best in the La Liga.
Of course.
Although obviously they are the defending champions.
They are the best.
So that makes them. But do you think they are the best even in Europe?
In Europe,
One of the best.
Really?
You do knockout phase of the Champions League. You do what you be home.
Okay.
And you do knockout phase so I lack. But I'm just looking at the league. Because
they are too strong for Madrid.
So football is being fair. In Canada, Labante lose a game.
Wow. But Barcelona are too strong.
That is why I can say football is fair. They shouldn't have lost that game. But I'm just looking at the team of Barcelona. But you say, on the way to Barca. Coach need decided to rotate the squad. So Rashford any opportunity start here. What I say, on the opportunity, both Ferran Torres and Rafinha in the same first 11. No, they Yamila Marcao. No call for Pedri in the midfield. Second half, we introduce Dani Olmo. Or they Lewandowski by. What I say, or ye change the Kundemo, every shame, game necessary. So, the problem we're facing is say, or person most of these players, the same opportunity say, when the key players are not starting now, results never saying. Barcelona.
Sure.
And then you work him in the first 45 minutes. But quite a fast about second half, better than many winning by 3 goals to end the strength of the team. Sure. Any coach, no coach, so I feel say they are the team to beat in the La Liga.
Now,
my about Real Madrid, we winning 2 games, yeah. But I'm not convincing me enough compared to
what Barcelona are doing.
doing.
So you still go with Barcelona winning the La Liga title.
And they are my favorites.
But Kylian Mbappe scoring twice also, you think
he's likely to win the goal king still. But the league is Barcelona.
Interesting. And what's your take on Barcelona and what they are doing currently? It looks scary.
I think they will defend the title.
They are too strong.
Yeah. They will defend the title. They will defend it because if you look at the other teams that would give them competition, I don't think Madrid has a team that can compete with Barca. For Atletico Madrid, they will always be outside the top 2. I think it will always be Madrid and Barcelona. And these are the kind of games that you need to win in La Liga to be champions. As for Barca, Real Madrid, it's just 6 points. But the Levantes, the Mallorcas, the Valencia, those are the games that you need to win. Do you think that if Levante were leading 2-0 against Madrid or Atletico, would they be able to pull a comeback like Barca did? So I feel they are too good and they are well coached to compete and then defend the title that they won.
Is Lamin's left foot the hottest now in the world?
I don't think so.
Who has the best left foot now in the world?
I don't.
Oh no! Who has the best now? Because now I saw a diagram which gives you a picture, an illustration of his path. Then it gets here is assist. This
he's the best in that position.
Because
and your match be not consistent. Even in the course of the game,
he's not consistent.
There are some minutes both me cut off, maybe 15-20 minutes, not all. But on your ball, so at a particular time, so to me, so
but you still think?
If you talk about left footers, I will always say Cole Palmer.
No,
Yes, because Lamine is very predictable
as compared to Cole.
as compared to Cole, and Cole is a better finisher and a calm finisher. On your beer, or call long range, Cole walks the ball into the pool. That's what he does. When he goes Awasha or Chungwa, no a place ball no calmly. So we talk about left foot, but see, talk about potential. Lamine at his age, and now the Barcelona 10. Look at the legends that have won that jersey. Ronaldinho, Maradona,
Ansu Fati.
Oh, they can also they come in what legends I was saying Ansu Fati. Messi, Muni,
Ansu very Fati.
I don't even remember he wore the 10 at Barcelona, but for Barca to give you that 10 shirt and for what he's done consistent, he will contribute hugely to Barca winning titles in Spain and they be getting into the Champions League.
Great. Now, quickly before I end it, now we've seen the strikers across Europe, get off the mark. Gyökeres has 2. There's Erling Haaland who scored twice for Manchester City on Monday 1. Kylian Mbappe has scored 3 times already. We've not seen Lewandowski, but then we've seen the likes of Harry Kane scoring a hat-trick in Bayern's 6-0 thumping win over Leipzig. Now, quickly, I just need a name. Who is winning the European Golden Shoe at the end of the season?
Harry Kane will win.
Harry Kane is
because that league, the teams that are supposed to compete with them is non existent. I don't think Ten Hag's Bayern Leverkusen will do that. I don't see Dortmund doing it. So they will score a lot of goals. And you look at the quality of players that they are adding to their team. Trust me, they will cook for Kane to
Who is winning?
I'll go for Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, any season. The World Cup neteho. So most of these players would like to make a case before they go to the World Cup.
But then that is if he's able to stay fit. Because Kylian can miss some games. But look at Harry Kane. Hardly do you see Harry Kane going injury for like 3 weeks and now he's always fit. Same as Haaland. Haaland last season, injury. But like you said, yes, Mbappe can do it. If you want to carry Richarlison, he only shows us when it's time for World Cup. But I mean,
oh no,
but I'll go for Harry Kane.
You go for Harry Kane, and you are going for Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
All right, so gentlemen, all too soon we're about to wrapping up, but it's customary of this show. Let me just take a sip. Okay, so I have some riddles over here. Interesting. I just like it when I put them in the spot. I just want to see how intelligent they are. One guy says he's been heartbroken before. He walked to the beach. He nearly drank seawater and also took sand. The other says he's a hard guy. He's only fallen in love once. But now it's also time.
One day. One day.
All right. So quickly, let's do some riddles. This one says riddle. No man scored a goal, but the score was still 1-0. How is this possible?
No man
scored a goal, but the score line in the game was 1-0.
On goal.
No, but it was still scored by someone. But no man scored a goal. The score line was still 1-0.
No man.
And his own goal isn't scored by someone.
Was it an away goal?
Charlie, the reality really affect you.
Deflection.
It's a deflection. Come on. It was a women's game.
Yeah. Wait. Now, let's go.
No. But it was a women's game. But how do I say it? It was a women's game. Oh, see. All right, let me go to the next riddle. Riddle. It says, I'm something all players want, but can never keep. I often change hands. I determine the winners. What am I?
Come again.
I am something all players want, but can never keep. I often change hands, and I determine the winners of the game, what am I?
Referee.
I'm not a referee. Do all players want the referee?
Said,
I am something all players
Players
want,
want.
but can never keep. I often change hands and I determine the winners. What am I? On the pitch, what do all the players want?
win.
Come on. I often change hands. I determine the winners. So it's not win. I determine what determines the winners?
Goals.
And how do you get a goal?
Is it the ball?
It's the ball!
Charlie. But we got it.
Next
We got
time-
it.
next
No,
time-
but we got it.
next
But
time,
we
give
got
me a
it.
kid. Give
No,
me a
but
kid.
we got
No,
it.
next time I'm asking for
No,
a
but
kid.
we got it.
Let's go. It says, I'm something every player on the field eats, but I'm not food. What am I?
Grass.
No, it's not grass. Child, this one
He
hurts.
said, I'm
Something.
Uh-huh.
Every
Balls.
player on the field eats, but I'm not food. What am
player.
I?
Ball.
It's not a ball. It's a food item,
Water.
but can be used in footballing terms. That's the best clue. It's a food item that people eat, but then can also be used in football terms.
No, you go back to the riddle again.
It says something every player on the field eats, but I'm not food. What am I?
I'm something that every player on the
Charlie, make I help you. As he say,
Okay,
you guys now the sugar level dey down. Even nutmeg.
Charlie,
But
but you have how you go
Even
now?
nutmeg. Make I see. Okay, this is why I can't. I'm a star on the soccer field, yet I make no sound. I'm everywhere the ball goes, though I never touch the ground. What am I?
I'm a star.
On the soccer field, yet I make no sound. I'm everywhere the ball goes, though I never touch the ground. What am I? Charlie, this one, my producer will make them kill me. I thought this answer, Charlie, it's a player's shadow. And I feel my producer was not fair because this riddles were just too hard. But Charlie, it's been great having you. And you said how many points you get for FU?
I get 54.
Make us see. I get.
But I beg, tell producer, make it come out to the radio, make it
Edit
edit the radio.
Charlie, I'm on 52 now. I have Kelleher. I have Joao Pedro. Unfortunately, I played my bench boost, and there's Verbruggen 1 point, Dalo 1 point, Magui 1 point, Wan Bissaka 0 point. So it's just the wrong time to have played it. But Charlie, come on, we're good. So we are displaying the code for our league, our mini league, the One Top mini league over there. So that's the code currently you're seeing over there. So you can also join and play. You play, and there are so many goodies, so many things to be won. There are so many things to be won for you. So just play. That's the code. Enter it, and then also you can win quite a lot of goodies. Let me say a big thank you to my panelists today on the show, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share the content. All right, just leave your comment in the comment section, and definitely in the next episode we'll get to vibe again. Thanks so much to Nani Edward, and thanks also to Felix Roman, the Chelsea guy who believes his team can
Finish
I
in the
don't
top
know,
4.
but
I didn't say win the league. Thank you.
whichever way. I doubt we'll be finishing the top 4. But then I'm Josiah, and we are out. Bye.